So I am Warrant Officer 1, Nick Berrigan. I'm here at the 223rd California RTI, and I'm here with CW4 Joyette. And we're going to go over a few things just on what to expect here at WOCS in California. So, Mr. Joyette, glad to be back here.
Yeah, glad to have you back.
Okay, what is your current position here at the RTI?
So I'm the senior TAC officer for the 223rd RTI 2nd Battalion, the WOCS course, and I'm the administrative officer for the 2nd Battalion, full-time.
Do you do as a senior TAC here at the RTI?
So we manage, overall we manage the candidates, and I manage the TAC officers. So right now I only have one TAC officer, but we manage the TAC officers, training, advising, and counseling candidates.
And then how long have you been a TAC officer?
So I've been here TAC officer since 2020, and I've been assigned here since 2019.
And then how long is Warrant Officer Candidate School?
The Warrant Officer Candidate School is a 6-month program. There's 5 IDTs and then a 2-week resident course.
So about 6 months?
6 months, yes.
Okay. And then as a Warrant Officer candidate, what can they expect coming to your RTI?
So the candidates can expect to be challenged mentally and physically and prepare them for that transition from NCO to officer, and just making sure that this is all MOS immaterial training as well. So,
okay. And what's your favorite part about being a TAC officer here at the RTI?
Oh, I love being a TAC officer here. It helps. You have that input for future warrant officers into the program, both reserves and National Guard. So when we go to our site actually does reserves and National Guards, and when we go to the Phase 2 sites, Camp Atterbury, we'll have roughly about 220 candidates. So,
and then how are TAC officers or instructors selected here at WOCS?
So we vet them. First, they go through a CIFTIC course. They ask that if they want to join, we bring them in. They sit and watch a class being instructed, and then we'll have them maybe guest speak for a course or a class, and then we'll get them through CIFTIC. They'll have to interview with our battalion commander, OCS, and WOCS commander as well.
And those are current warrant officers within the California National Guard?
Yes, current warrant officers. I know at the Phase 2 sites they do get some reservists to support the program as well.
Okay. To you, what's being a warrant officer?
So me being a warrant officer is being that SME for that particular field that you're in, and being that advisor for that commander.
Right.
Yeah, being technically and tactically proficient as well. I know we want to move away from the old warrant officers where they used to have the coffee cup and the gut, that projection of them. So,
and then for someone considering warrant officer school, what would you recommend?
Recommend making sure that you're physically fit. The course is challenging mentally and physically, and making sure you have just your prerequisites, the GT score 110 or higher, and then whatever requirements per the MOS you're going for. So getting with a WOSM, highly recommend talking to a WOSM first, or even a warrant officer. So.
Okay. And in your years here, how many classes would you say you've instructed or been a part of? Just a rough estimate.
Rough estimate, probably about 10 classes, at least 10 to 12 classes.
Okay, and of those 10 to 12 classes, which one would you say was your favorite class? Just to remind you, I was 23-001.
I think my favorite class was, it wasn't actually your class. There was a class of 16 where we had 16 candidates. It was the biggest class that the California National Guard had for a Phase 1 site. It was just great having that many candidates. I know your class of 12 was great as well, but the 16 candidates, it was nice, and got to know all of them. I was the one TAC officer for it, so it was very challenging for myself as well. So, yeah.
If you have a message for the Army National Guard, what would you have to say?
So I'd love to get more warrant officers if you're interested in coming out and supporting the cohort and help mentor and grow that next, the future warrant officers. Come down. You can come as a senior mentor, instructor, TAC officer, or if you just want to do some small groups and provide some advice to those future warrant officers. So.
Perfect.